And welcome to another episode of Lucas Tyndale Live. Thank you guys for joining us. We're excited to have you guys here today. If you're watching this by replay, welcome to the replay crowd. You are not alone. You are here with other replay viewers, whether you are on Periscope, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook. There are others watching this replay with you. Maybe you watched this show live and you decided to come back and watch the replay because you wanted to see how to make these great dishes that we're going to make live today in a live cooking demo with Executive Chef Food Network champion Steve Baity. So if that's you and that's the case, great. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. Okay. We're excited to have everybody here. We're excited about the show today. We're excited that today everything is working smooth. You know, every day is not smooth. Okay. This show is a work in progress and we're learning every day. So we're having a lot of fun. If you missed yesterday's episode, ladies and gentlemen, you missed it. Did you miss it? If you missed it, you missed it, but you can watch the replay. Don't worry. The replay is available on YouTube. That's the best place to go. YouTube is nice and smooth. It was made for video. Yes, the replay is on Facebook and some other places. That's cool. You can check it out there too. No problem. But YouTube, you know, it's made for video. So you can watch it. You can binge watch episodes of Lucas Live and watch other guests and other episodes. But yesterday, we had a woman who goes by the name of Christian Family. She actually changed her name to Christian Family so that her business could be called Christian Family Law or something. She's a divorce attorney out of Columbus. It was amazing. Her story of going through divorce, her story of representing others, her thoughts on a biblical view of divorce and how we have this stigma around it and her thoughts on what we should do about that. She told us about her ex-husband who left her for someone else, and it was intriguing. If you didn't see the episode, go back and watch it because our jaws were on the floor. We were like, what? And I was just as shocked as you guys were. So I had talked to her. I did a little pre-interview. She had an amazing story. I couldn't wait for her to be a guest. I thought it was a needed topic, and I still do. So watch the replay. But man, Christian Phipps, she's on here. Watch it on LinkedIn. Thank you so much, Christian, for being here. Her transparency was unreal. People were like blown away. They've been texting me. People have been calling me. They're like, she was the realest. It was crazy. So shout out to her. Excited about the show last night. It was incredible. We had other incredible guests this week and in the past. Check it out. Subscribe to my YouTube channel at Lucas Tyndale. Make sure you check out all the episodes. They're coming in fast. We have some amazing, amazing guests on the show, and tonight is no different. I want to thank you guys who have joined us on whatever platform you've joined us on. We are excited to have you. We want to welcome you into the room, welcome you into the broadcast. Please make comments if you can. Okay, somebody's driving and you're listening right now. No problem. Somebody is listening to this in a future podcast because we're going to make these future podcasts. No problem. Welcome to the show. But if you're right there in front of your phone, in front of your computer, in front of your TV, and you can comment and you can engage in the discussion and let us know what you're thinking, how you're feeling, ask some questions, we welcome you. Unlike regular everyday shows on TV where you yell at your TV, but your TV doesn't know you're yelling. Nobody on there knows you're talking to them. Here on Lucas Live, we know you're here. We know you're in the building. We know you're with us. Now, I may not be able to comment on every comment, but we see you and we know you. And then our guests also have opportunities after the show to come back and have dialogue with those who are commenting in the comments. So some of you have gotten to know some of our great guests because they often go back and watch the replay and they get in on the comments on our different platforms. So please, please, please engage in the comments. It's a lot of fun. I want to say hello to some people who joined. My wonderful cousin, Christina Sanders. Welcome to the show. Thank you for being here on YouTube. I see you. I appreciate you. Tina, thank you for being here on Facebook. Angela Hardesty, welcome. JJ Lilly, thank you for being here. Christian Family ESQ, our guest from last night. Again, thank you for being here on LinkedIn. And Lynette Beatty, welcome to the show. Glad to have you. Thank you for being here. Great conversation earlier. It was a pleasure talking to you. Look forward to working with you in the future and shouting out all your great services. So many people are going to be working with you. It's going to be crazy. Can't wait to tell the whole world about you. You have amazing gifts. Can't wait to tell everybody about it. So looking forward to that. Thank you guys again for always participating and always joining us. To others who are jumping in, to others who are in the room, to others who are here listening or watching, we thank you. but we don't want to prolong this. Okay. We want to get to it. All right. We want to have you guys get a chance to see a live cooking demonstration. You like the Food Network? Good. Because it's a good channel and has good stuff and great people like my guest today. You like watching live cooking demonstrations on Good Morning America and all that? I can do it too here on Lucas Live. It's happening. All right. So we have another live cooking demonstration. This is our third one since the show began. And this is Steve Baity's second time coming on the show. I'm so grateful for him. He's going to be a recurring guest and come back many times to share great things with us. And one of these days, he's going to come back and share with us something special that we all can have in our homes and enjoy some of his great recipes. Okay, so I just know that's coming. I'm just saying that because I have this feeling in the future that maybe one day that'll happen. So without further ado, without prolonging this any longer, I want to welcome to the show our wonderful special guest, my good friend, Mr. Steve Baity. Welcome to the show, my friend.
What's up, Lucas?
What's up, Steve? Glad to have you. We're excited about tonight's show. You have some things you sent me that you're going to be making tonight, I believe. I posted it. I think people are excited. Some may not know, but let us know, what are we about to get into tonight?
So we're going to make some tacos.
All right.
So I think everyone is tired of traditional ground beef tacos.
Right.
Maybe some form of a chicken taco. So we're going to make a Baity taco.
Okay.
What I would do.
Hey.
All right.
Baity tacos. Baity tacos for everybody. I love it. I love it.
But, there's going to be a fun twist on it. So I'm going to show folks how I eat at home. If I was to eat a taco, how I would eat at home. I'm going to show you some techniques, some tricks. Hopefully, I'm going to show you some things that you might want to stock your pantry, your cupboards with.
Okay.
And I'm going to introduce some flavor to your life, because some of y'all is bland. Y'all is super bland. All right. All y'all know is Lowry seasoning salt. All right.
Wait. Listen, every time I have you on the show, you start talking about Lawry's. I've been eating Lawry's my entire life until the doctor said my blood pressure was up. And I was like, I don't use salt, doctor. I use Lawry's. And he was like, that's salt too. So anyway, but okay. So we're going to get away from just using Laurie. Shout out to Andromeda. Thank you for being here. Tyler Thatcher, thank you for joining the show. I see you guys. Please share this broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. Don't do a watch party unless you're watching the replay. Watching the replay, do a watch party all you want. Invite people in and you guys sit there and enjoy the show together. But if you're watching it live, hit share, and that's going to allow everybody to come into this room, and I'll be able to see their comments and maybe pull them up on the screen or ask Steve their question or whatever it may be. So share this broadcast, hit those likes, hit that love, hit those wow faces. It's so fun when I get to go back and watch the replay. And for people watching on YouTube, at least like it and subscribe and comment. We can go back and see those things, and we really enjoy it. Thank you guys so much. Excited to have you guys here. Angela Hardesty, thank you guys so much. You guys see I got this new picture-in-picture going on here now, right? Like, this is the first time that I've done this live picture-in-picture. So I'm going to mess with this, see if I think I can move myself around. Oh, look at that. Did you guys just see me move? Did I just move across the screen somehow? I can move myself around. I think I can get all up on the kitchen table and everything, do stuff my mom told me not to do. I'm all over the place. All right, so this is the functionality of Ecamm Live, the new platform that I'm using. I was using StreamYard, love StreamYard, would recommend StreamYard. But if you have a Mac, it's Mac only. It's harder to learn, but it's a lot more flexible. Shout out to them. You guys may see me mess around with this and see what we can do. But I'm here with my friend Steve. I'm all up in the kitchen right here with Steve. All right. So really excited about it. All right, Steve, what we got going on? What's happening?
So first of all, I saw your background. Like, I saw the kitchen. That kitchen is legit, Lucas. You know that, right?
Thank you, man. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? It's just a part of my house. You know what I'm saying? Part of the mansion, whatever. Just another room in the mansion. Every night I'm in another room in the mansion, It's all good.
I love it. So tonight we're going to make, like I said, we're going to make some street food tacos, all right? So one of the things I'm going to teach everyone how to make is called Escabeche, okay? Escabeche sounds like some crazy out there, really difficult thing how to make. It really isn't. Escabeche is actually how to pickle, all right? Okay. So we're going to make some pickled pineapple tonight, all right, to go on our taco. All right.
Pickling. So, you can't pickles. Now I've heard of pickles. I've had pickles, and then I heard grandmama and them used to pickle stuff. So help us understand a little bit more about pickling. Pickling is not a pickle thing, just a pickle thing. It's a thing. So tell us about it.
All right. So it's one of these great. It's a condiment. All right. So it's a great condiment that you can add a ton of flavor, and you can add a lot of character. All right, so I'm gonna show you a base model for it.
Okay.
And do more and more cooking shows because I love the pickle stuff. I use pickle like grapes inside of desserts.
Okay.
I do pickle strawberries with dessert, so it's not just for savory. It could also be for sweet.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna make our pickling liquid, and it's important that whenever you pickle something, that your liquid is hot before you pour it over whatever item you choose to do.
Okay.
All right. Part of it is that you ever go to take a bath and you want to find out how hot the water is, and you stick your finger or your big toe in it, and it makes you kind of cringe.
Yeah.
That's what the hot liquid does to whatever food product that you're going to do. It makes it cringe. It makes it open up. It goes, ooh, wee, ah.
Get me out the way.
Add that hot pickling liquid to it. It's going to open it up. It's going to absorb all those flavors, and it's going to be a great time. So
awesome.
If you got the recipe, I'm like official. I got to show you how official I am.
I love it.
I got like note cards for like my show. All right, I'm trying to get down to that Lucas Temple Live like stat.
Hey,
right?
Hey, you're making it happen, man. Can't wait for the spinoff show, man. I would love to, have you on Lucas Live Media on the network. It's all good.
All right, so according to your recipe card that I sent out to everybody, please check it out. Is that apple cider vinegar? All right, water, garlic. We got an onion, oregano, sugar, salt, peppercorns. We got a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm not going to bore you with the recipe. But first you want to heat up your liquid. All right. So people always ask me what kind of cooking pots and utensils I have. Mm-hmm. It's this term called all-clad. All right. So you guys got to get you some all-clad cookware.
All-clad. Got it.
Yeah. All right. So all-clad is basically it's this hard, nice, really, really hard bottom that it's not the cookware that you're gonna get at the Dollar Tree. All right. When I was in college, I went to Dollar General and got me some of those pots and pans. I'm not knocking anyone's hustle.
Okay.
All right. This is the next level up. All right. Get you some all-clad pans. All right.
All right. All-clad. Get rid of the dollar store ones. And if you need help with that, just reach out to Steve and he'll send you some free stuff. It's all good.
All right. So I mix my liquids together. All right, I'm gonna bring this up to a simmer, and so you'll find that in my kitchen I have a lot of these deli containers. You can go to like a GFS or some kind of local restaurant supply store. Get yourself some of these, and so I got all my dry ingredients ready to go in here. All right. So the purpose of heating up your liquid and adding your seasoning to it is it actually allows your seasoning, like sugar, salt, to dilute. Okay. All right. So if you just try to stir sugar into like your tea, cold tea, it doesn't dissolve.
Okay, right.
But if you liquid up and you add your sugar, your salt, different things of that nature, it will dissolve. So that's the other purpose of heating your pickling liquid up.
Got it.
All right. So I've added those ingredients. If anyone's asked any questions, shout them out.
All right, I will let you know. People are having a good time. They are looking for you. They are looking for you to send them some free stuff. I accidentally said that, so people are wondering where that's happening at. Somebody just said move my comments down when I put comments on the screen. I'm making that happen. You guys see this? It's happening live. We can make adjustments live in the moment. He's over there sharpening up knives. Now, you did that last time. Made me a little nervous, I ain't gonna lie. Tell us a little bit about sharpening up knives, because, I just use my knives until they don't work anymore, and then I just go buy some more. So, is sharpening knives important or what?
So check this out. Most people have, this is called a steel, all right? And the purpose of this is not actually to sharpen your knife. Okay. Okay? But what happens is the blade of your knife is straight, all right? And over time, if you're hitting on the cutting board, it turns almost to like a C. And so when you use this tool, it straightens it back out. Okay. All right, but you can only do that so much until you actually have to really sharpen your knife.
Interesting. I had no idea. I thought that's how you sharpened it. Had no idea. No. Thank you. You're helping us all out. Now, we have Chrisonta, who asked if she could have some tacos sent to her in the mail. So I don't know. We'll check that out. We'll see what we can do. If we can send out some tacos, maybe. I don't know. I'm thinking we can send recipes. I don't know that we can actually send tacos. But, hey, Steve's amazing. Who knows what he can do? We'll see.
All right. So we're using a fresh pineapple. I can't say nothing more about using fresh ingredients in your kitchens. Obviously, you could use canned pineapple for this, for your recipe, but I want to say that if you use the fresh pineapple, once this hot liquid hits, get some of that nice sweet juice off the pineapple and actually helps to flavor your escabeche. And so it's not one of those tips that you want to kind of just blow off, but, use some fresh pineapple in your escabeche. Okay.
So let's talk a little bit about fresh ingredients.
Yes.
There's fresh stuff. There's organic stuff. I think it's a little bit confusing. Sometimes I go to the store and I see a pineapple. Then next to it, I see organic pineapple. I see bananas at Aldi's, and then I see organic bananas. And I'm like, what the heck? What are these? Some of these made in a factory or in a lab, or like, what's the deal? What's your take on organic versus the regular? Are they both just as good to cook with, or, what would you recommend?
So I hope that the organic police don't show up at my doorstep.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
About to say. All right.
They might be in the comments. I don't know. Well, they might be here in the room. We'll see. We'll find out.
So when it comes to organic products, it is just that. A lot of times, it's items that are composted and things of that nature. They have some very limited and stringent guidelines that they follow.
Right.
Okay. Eating organic versus non-organic, is there a lot of health benefits? Yes and no. But are you just going to add years to your life? I don't know.
Okay.
But I don't eat organic. If I come across a good deal and it's organic, it's going in the shopping cart. But if it's not, I'm passing it up.
Okay. Okay. I appreciate that perspective. And while someone else out there may have a different perspective, we respect that. But for Steve and what he's done, and if you guys have seen any of his artwork that he does with food, it's amazing. So he's saying, he does not focus on the organic as much as just getting fresh vegetables, fresh fruits and vegetables. And I think that's important because for some people, if they're waiting to get the organic, which is more expensive, they may end up eating things that is far worse than at least having the non-organic fresh fruits and vegetables. Is that what you'd say?
That's what I'm saying. So I want to show. So when it comes to my kitchen, as I'm prepping, once again, I try to tell people I got these nice little deli containers.
Okay.
All right. So this is the whole process for me. So I got some fresh pineapple. I'm not using a whole one, so I'm gonna dice it up. And so when the kids hit the kitchen, they know they got fresh fruit. All right. So this is the kind of the meal prep that kind of goes into my kitchen. So about me wanting to eat healthy and change my lifestyle. If you make those kind of things available, just like you have chips available, I think if you have fresh fruit and different things of that nature available in your kitchen, then you'll be more tend to gravitate towards that. So this is what I do, and I just cut up some fresh fruit while I prep my pineapple from Escabeche.
I love it. I think that's really a great point, is that so many people want to eat healthier, and really the issue is convenience. The reason a lot of people aren't eating healthy is not because you really just don't want to eat healthy. It's because in the time it takes to find something healthy, to cut up fresh fruit, to cut up fresh vegetables, to find something fresh for your kids and for you, you're like, grab the potato chips. It's a potato. That's as close as we're going to get the vegetables in here, right? So we need to take the time to, prep a little bit and save ourselves time and really money down the road, because I often think about the cost of fresh fruits and vegetables, and then I think about medical bills. And I'm like, I don't want to spend the money today, but if I'm not careful about how I care for myself, that money can come back to haunt me later, and I'll be spending it trying to get some medication when I could have just been eating healthier foods. So thank you for sharing that.
So I know a lot of people are trying to increase their water intake, right? So and water is boring. So people are adding all these. They do cucumber mint, they do berries and different things like that. Ever try putting pineapple core in your water? Thank me later. I'm just saying.
Say that?
You will thank.
In cold water? Do you need to heat it up? Is it like tea? What are we talking about?
So cold water. So everyone's trying to drink water. Everyone got their nice little decanters that they're walking around with. Put some pineapple core in it.
Okay.
Trust me.
Hey,
you'll thank me later.
I hope my wife is watching. She likes to make those fresh waters, and I come in the fridge and there's like all this fruit in the water and all of this stuff. I'm not sure that I've seen pineapple core, but maybe I'll drop one in there. How about I be the hero and I just drop some fresh pineapple core in the water and surprise her? I think I'm going to try that. Appreciate that, Steve. Thank you. It's next up. That's what I'll be doing. Andromeda Raheem says, she said, ooh, pineapple core. Never tried that, but I will. Andromeda, share that. Let everybody know. I can't wait to have Andromeda Raheem. If you guys aren't following her, check her out. She is the founder of the She Wins Society. And we're going to have a whole week. The first week of June is going to be dedicated to women from her organization, different women, different entrepreneurs, different people, authors, and they just do so many great things. If you are not a part of that group and you're interested, please reach out to her, because my wife is a part of it, and the connection she's made has been life-changing. And for all, Shamika Dean, who was on here before, is a part of the organization. I have so many other great women who are going to be on the show, and Miss Andromeda is also going to co-host with me some of the episodes. So I look forward to that, and I look forward to having her on as a guest as well to share her story. So thank you so much, Andromeda. Excited to have you. My wife is on. She says, "Hey, sis." I'm sure she's talking to Andromeda. And sweetie, I'm so glad you're here. And thank you guys for engaging in the comments. We appreciate it. Steve, you just made a face. You just tried something out. What is that you're trying?
So you'll find, because of the peppercorn, the sriracha, and things of that nature, it might have a little spice to it. But you got to remember, you got the sweetness from the pineapple. All right. So once the pineapple is infused with this liquid, by itself, this is delicious. This is a great broth. And so what happened is, I'm just going to pour it over my liquid. I don't know if everyone caught that, but I strained my liquid. I strained all the peppercorns out, the bay leaf out, all those extra leaves, because I like a very clean pickle. I don't want to be finding all kind of mystery stuff. You're pulling stuff off your tongue and out of your teeth and everything. You're looking like you don't belong to nobody. Doing stuff like that.
That's what my mom would say out here, looking like you don't belong to nobody. You put a hat on or something with your hair. If your hair ain't right, put a hat on out here, looking like you don't belong to nobody. All right. So you strained it out. So so if you're pickling, you don't have to strain it out, but you prefer it. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying. I personally prefer.
Okay.
I do. All right. There's nothing worse than biting into a whole peppercorn.
Okay. Not cool. Not good. Yeah. Good point.
Yeah.
There's a lot of laughter in the comments. Yes. Nothing worse. So, all right. Very good.
So I was going to show everybody. I'm going to bring this up to the camera. I'm over here. Where am I at? Oh, let me come up.
There you go, right there.
Boom.
There we go. Boom.
All right. So that's your escabeche. Essentially, that's it. So you're going to let this cool down. It stays up for a couple of weeks in the fridge, but we're going to, for all intents and purposes, we're going to fast forward, pretend that we've let it chill all the way. We're just going to set it aside. But in the meantime, I'm about to show you how to make a bonus. This wasn't intended. I didn't intend for this to be on the show, this next dish, okay?
Hey,
right.
I appreciate the bonus coverage. We really, really appreciate that here on Lucas Live. He likes to bring extra stuff to our audience, and make sure you're a part of the Lucas Live Inner Circle so I can send out the recipe cards to you guys. They were posted on Facebook today, but if you want them in your text message with that information, it will be there for you this evening. And we also have some special things coming up with some giveaways. I'm also going to be texting the Lucas Live information on the conversation on late nights with Lucas Live or Lucas Live After Dark. We're playing with the names. We're going to figure it out. We're going to have a special session on, can a woman make more than a man? Is it okay? Are men okay with it? Are women okay with it? It's going to be relationship talk. We're going to get into that late night coming up soon. And I'm going to be texting the Lucas Live Inner Circle first with that information. So you want to become a part of the Lucas Live Inner Circle by texting Lucas Live, all one word, to 31996. Text Lucas Live, all one word, to 31996 to get that information. We're also going to be doing Amazon card giveaways to that group, and we have some other special things coming up thanks to our sponsors. I got a wonderful Mary Kay package here I'm going to be giving away and some other things, and the opportunities are going to come first to the Lucas Live Inner Circle, so make sure you're a part of that. All right, Steve, where are we at?
So I'm going to let you know what's going down, all right? So my good friends over at Traeger Grill hooked me up with this spice. It's a blackening spice, okay? So it's almost like my chicken's actually going to be black, okay?
Okay. Looks good. Looks good.
So imagine you get in the car, all right? You're driving up 77. Guess where you're headed to? Flavor Town, all right? That's where we're going right now.
Okay.
All right. So, and driving to Rubber Chicken, all right? I don't know what you guys have been eating, but we going to Flavor Town. All right, so
Flavor Town's a whole new world. All right, it's not the Rubber Chicken place where we've been eating. It's a whole new experience. All right, so show us how to do it. And I'm assuming you're saying we can have this in our own kitchen. Steve, what you're making for us, and I want you to say the name again, because every time I read it earlier as you sent it to me, and I want to say it, but I'm scared because I'll mess it up. What is the word again?
Escabeche.
Escabeche. Okay, escabeche. There's never been a reason for me to say escabeche in my life before. So anyway, if I want to make some escabeche, this is stuff we can make in our house, right? Like, you're not tricking us because you're an executive chef and you're gonna like try to make it look easy. Are these really things that we could make any night of the week, or should we plan to do this when we have time on the weekend, or how should we look at this?
So the fun thing about this is, like, once again, everyone loves tacos, but tacos are boring. Like, we're just trying to have some fun, dinner parties, when they're just doing, game night with Lucas Live.
Boom.
They can have over, they could be making tacos.
Love it. Yes, I love it. All right. Make a different kind of taco. You have people over, you're like, oh, what do we have? And you're like, oh, we're just going to have some tacos. And then boom, hit them with the escabeche. And then see what they got to say then. I don't know if I said that right. But anyway, see what they got to say after that. All right? They will be back.
So a lot of people, all they have is vegetable oil in their kitchen. Now, I've been getting everyone hip to the last show. I told you guys about grapeseed oil, right? All right. This week, we're going to talk to you about avocado oil.
Never heard of it.
All right.
Where do you get that from?
Yes.
Where do you get avocado? Did you say avocado oil? Can you hold that up one more time?
Avocado oil.
Avocado oil. Where exactly do you happen to find that? Because is that next to the Crisco or the Lawry's? Or where do you find that at? Where's that at?
I'm logging off, Luke.
All right, it's over. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I've ruined the show. And thank you guys for noticing my new accent. I got to try different things here on the show. Escabeche. It's just how we got to say it. You can't just say escabeche. You can't say it, you got to say it with a little flair. Okay. All right. Okay. I just heard they got some at Fresh Time. You can get, if you live near a Fresh Time grocery store, you can get some avocado oil. So check that out there. I would say I'll put the link in the comments, but I don't know how to do that. But please check that out. And someone asked, how much will it cost? Sorry, how much would it cost to get a little avocado oil?
It's not expensive. It's going to be a little cheaper than olive oil, so you're probably $4 to $5 a bottle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
And so I got you. We was talking about kosher salt last time, so we're going to talk about some Himalayan salt. All right, this is some Himalayan pink.
Himalayan from the Himalayas. All right.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the Martin fans out there. He got salt from the Himalayas.
And this, once again, this is stuff that you can get at the grocery store, but we've been conditioned that this is all we cook with.
Okay.
All right.
Gotcha.
Is everyone mad at me in the comments because they think I'm being too fancy?
They're not, but they are putting up pricing. So I am going to throw up what they're saying. I have someone who says, it's like the price is right here. People are like, how much is it? $8.99. I got somebody, Derek Curry says, Aldi's has it as well, $5.99. All right, very good. The price is right. That'll be our next episode. All right, we'll do a game show. It's all good. Wonderful song. Awesome.
So I'm gonna throw some of this chicken in the pan. All right, I'm gonna let it cook. And then we're going to get going with our next dish. We're going to start getting ready to put our tacos together, all right?
Okay, Steve, can I ask you a question?
I'm listening.
I see you, like, every now and then, like, sniffing the food, okay? And I don't know, with the Rona going around, I don't know if that's good when people are coming over. But minus the Rona, because if you're watching in this years later, we are in coronavirus, COVID-19 season, and the world is crazy. But there must be a reason for that, for all of us cooking at home or cooking for our families. Why are you smelling your food before it's cooking? I usually smell it when it smells like something, but you're smelling it before it even gets in the pan. What's up? I hope he doesn't just say, I'm just weird like that. I hope it has a reason, because I saw you do it, so I hope it has a reason.
So cooking, you got to cook with your senses. It's just not about following a recipe. There's instincts. So if I'm smelling my chicken, I'm smelling because you can smell spice, you can smell acid, you can smell herbs, you can smell all these different things, and so you want the aromatics and different things like that to come through. And so if I'm not smelling that, then I'm like, I need to add some more, because the recipe is just a guide.
Okay.
It's not a begin all end all. It's not like Murphy's Law, like you can't deviate from it. And so if I smell it and it's not where it needs to be, I'm coming back.
I love that. I think that's excellent. And someone asked, is that finishing salt?
So no. So this This right here, there is a Himalayan sea salt that's finishing salt. That's a flake sea salt.
Okay.
All right. This is a granule, which is designed obviously for seasoning, but usually flake sea salt is more for finishing salt. That's a great question.
Very good. I thank you, Miss Gloria Pope, for that question. I did not know there was a such thing as finishing salt, so I'm glad to know that. So that's something you put on after the meal, just to spice it up a little bit.
Correct.
Very good.
Correct. So we're about to put some tuna tacos together. All right.
Tuna tacos. Someone said in the comments, your face is getting cut off a little bit, Steve. It's not bad, I think. But right there, you're good. You're good. They want to see you, though. So it's good.
I don't think they don't want to see the dimples in the ears. They want to see tacos.
It seems like somebody does. Seems like some people do. So it's all good. But you're good. You're in frame. I think you're pretty good when you put your head. It's all good. Just keep rolling. We're seeing the food. We're going to see what we need to see. It's all good. Appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your comments. Please keep making comments. If you haven't shared this broadcast yet, it's not too late. It's 7:30 right now. So we're about halfway through. So it's a great time to share the broadcast, tag it, say something, say, hey, you're missing it. Join us, check it out. Or if you're watching this by replay, share the replay and say, hey, I'm watching this great cooking demonstration. Some guys got together and they're doing this. Some people maybe me or Steve. It's really cool that you guys support this. We watch so many channels and watch so many people we never get to meet. And the fact that you guys support just regular guys like us means a lot to us. So thank you for the shares. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the comments. We really appreciate it. Darlene, man, thank you for joining us. We appreciate everybody who's jumped in. Derek Curry, my friend, thank you so much for being here. Christian Turner, thank you. Gloria Sanders, my aunt, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate everybody. I know there's more people. I can't say hello to everybody, but keep joining us, keep participating, and hang out with us because we're going to see some good food come alive here soon.
All right, good stuff. So check this out. We're about to we got tuna. So let's talk about tuna a little bit.
Okay.
Use the albacore tuna. Okay, the nice white tuna.
Okay, is that in a packet? Is that in a can? Is that in the frozen food? Is that you got to catch it in the water? What do you got to do? Tell us.
It's either packed in water or it's packed in oil. It's packed in a pouch or it's packed in a can.
Okay.
So this is like the filet mignon of a canned tuna.
Okay.
So everyone else is buying that other color tuna.
Uh-huh.
That's kind of like the chip chop ham from Fisher's.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Shout out to Fisher Foods, a local store. Shout out to Fisher Foods. I grew up on the chip chop ham from Fisher Foods. Shout out to Fisher Foods. Your local market.
This is it has a lot more omega-3, a lot more flavor. Okay, so you definitely want to do something about that. All right, so I rarely ever just put anything straight up. So this tuna goes into a bowl. Okay, I got a little bit of lime from my chicken. So this is a citrus squeezer. So I know a lot of people just buy lemon juice in a bottle, right? This is a little squeezer. You could get like $4. Squeeze yourself some fresh citrus. I don't know. Get that in your life.
Sounds good. Really simple. I noticed at Walmart the other day, it was about a month ago, I bought a couple little simple things for the kitchen that I've seen, you have, and I've seen other people with, and I always thought they were some expensive gadget, but a few dollars, you can get some pretty cool things.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So fresh cracked pepper, lime juice. I'm not putting any salt. All right, this is all I want on here. It's just a little bit of citrus, and you know what? I am going to use a little bit of avocado oil.
All right, cool. Some of those utensils, shout out to Christian Turner. She pointed out some of those utensils you can get at the Dollar Tree, which is a great point. For just $1, I mean, you go in $10, $20, you can get some pretty cool stuff to allow you to make some foods and have some of the taste that you have in restaurants. And sometimes we wonder why we can't get that at home, and maybe we're just not using the fresh ingredients, and maybe some of those utensils could help us with that.
I agree. You got to work smarter, not harder. And so that's what those utensils are for. Awesome. Absolutely, I agree. All right. So we got some seasoned tuna that was down. Okay. And then next, we're going to put some fresh avocado. So we're layering flavors. That's what it's all about. All right. So I don't know if everyone knows how to cut an avocado, but you just run a knife along the seed pocket, and then you just twist it. It comes out.
Wow.
Really is that easy.
You made that look real easy, buddy. No, I saw somebody almost cut their hand off cutting an avocado once. True story. But I see it's not that complicated, but unfortunately they were having a few issues with it. So you got to be careful. But if you do it right, I guess you're showing us it's really not that hard.
No, it's not that hard. All right. So then what would you cut it in half one more time? All right, cut it in quarters. And then you just take the tip of it, right? And just peel it down.
Awesome.
It comes right out. Avocado.
Awesome.
So we're going to add a couple pieces of avocado to each one of these. I'm all about plating. I'm all about presentation. Even when I'm at home eating, I present my food. I don't know what it is. I can't help it.
Awesome.
Okay. So we got some avocado down. We're going to add some of our pickled pineapple. Okay.
Okay. That was what you were working on earlier, right? Now we don't want to miss that. Again, you had the what was that? You had some apple cider in there, and what else did you have in there when you were making it? And you said it would last a little while if we stored it. Okay, great. Yep. So what's in there again? I remember you making that at the beginning, but for people who just jumped in, what's in that you're putting on there?
So you got onions, garlic, pineapple, apple cider vinegar. You got oregano, sugar, salt, peppercorns, sriracha, ginger, and a bay leaf.
Okay, right. Excellent.
All right. So I wish you guys could smell this chicken because this chicken smells like ridiculous.
Awesome. We're going to have that feature coming soon on Lucas Live where you'll be able to. No, okay, maybe not. All right, I'm lying. I'm sorry. We're not going to have it. Steve, someone did ask. Derek Curry, our friend, said, what kind of knives do you have? His wife is asking that. He said, Angela. So what kind of knives he got? That's what his wife is asking. What kind of knives that man got?
So these knives currently are my Hinkle knives. I got these actually from Germany. Last time I was over there, I picked up these knives. So these are a German knife, but I usually use a German or I use my Japanese style knives. So either one.
Could we get those locally, or if not, what would you recommend? Or those are available at what stores could we get those at? And what are the cost of those?
Just go to Bed Bath & Beyond.
Okay.
They have them there.
Cool. Couple $100 or what? What's it cost? I mean, seriously.
So like a full set, you probably spend like $300 for like a full set.
Okay.
But you can buy the knives by the pieces.
Okay, cool. One good knife. That'll be at my house. I got one good knife, all right? And nobody better touch it. That's all I got.
Oh, my God. This is why I'm not coming to your house.
You're not coming over? Hey, man, you can bring your own stuff, though, man. My wife is making it happen. Shout out to my wife real quick. While you played a little bit, let me tell you guys, my wife, she never loved cooking, but she's always cooked because she has a family, and she's just that wonderful, wonderful woman that just wants to do that, take care of us. And she's just over the years just continued to get just better and better at different things. And we're like, is this your specialty? And people ask her sometimes. And she's like, I don't know if I have a specialty. I just cook because I have to cook because we got to eat. But she's been looking on Pinterest and just trying new recipes. She made a shrimp pizza one day recently. She made something with fresh shrimp today and pasta. And it has been amazing. I mean, we literally, even though we can't go sit down at restaurants, she's given us that experience at home. It definitely is possible. Shout out to Pinterest. Shout out to people like Steve who are going to help educate people like us to, make some really good meals at home. So shout out to my beautiful wife, Corinne Marie Tyndale. Love you, sweetie. Thank you so much for that. And now let's take a look at what Steve has prepared for us. Wow. People, take a screenshot right now. Take a screenshot of that. That's what you want it to look like, all right? If yours doesn't look like that, then you throw it away and start over, okay? No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
Start over.
All right, don't do that. All right, no, you don't have to do all that. But that is awesome.
And so, obviously, we're working on the chicken tacos, but same thing that you would do when it comes to the tuna, just swamp out chicken, and then you could do that. I encourage people to try different fruits, as far as even dried fruits like blueberries and pineapples and cranberry. Like, they have dried mangoes. Like, they have all those things that you can kind of incorporate into, just have a little bit of fun and be creative when it comes to these type of things. Got you.
Now, some people are calling you out for the Food Network flex. We love it. The Food Network flex. He got the good knives. He got the good stuff. He's not going to the dollar store. I think somebody pointed out he's not going to the dollar store to get his stuff. But for us beginners, it's better to start somewhere. So we may be at the Dollar Tree. He may not be at the Dollar Tree. No disrespect. Everybody started somewhere. Steve, tell us, when did you start cooking? And I'm assuming you didn't have $300-$400 knives when you started, and you still found a way to become the great chef that you are. So if you don't mind, while you continue, tell us a little bit about your journey.
Actually, it started at McKinley High School.
Shout out Canton McKinley Bulldogs. Shout out.
Yeah, no doubt. There was a restaurant. Sorry. Yeah, there was a restaurant essentially that they had inside of it that was by a teacher by the name of Rebecca Leibowitz. And she would teach us, anything and everything about the food service industry and how to run your own business and how to actually cook and prepare and be safe and how to manage staff and just everything like that. So I got my start at McKinley Senior High. From there, I moved to Pittsburgh and I went to school at from there, then I went to Grand Rapids. Then from Grand Rapids, I just been traveling the world. So
cool.
Just picking a little bit at a time. That's really what I've been doing.
Amazing. Shout out to Canton McKinley High School. Someone who came out of high school taking a culinary class. So if you have children or young people, even at a younger age, I'm sure Steve would recommend. And if you guys follow Steve, he has his kids in the kitchen with him sometimes. And he's really, Steve, what I love to see when you have your kids in the kitchen is your patience, because I just know it's not easy. And then there's all the safety concerns, which often create a stressful environment, which probably is even worse and probably ruins a lot of people's love for it. So for someone who works with his kids in the kitchen, what would you recommend? How do we do it in a safe manner?
It's funny. So if you see any of the things that I do with my kids, I always pick dishes that don't require knives.
Okay.
So
smart.
That takes the
smart
out of it.
I like that.
Okay. Then the second thing is that you work into the stove. I tell my son Seth, who he usually cooks the most with me. I says, you respect the knife and it will respect you back.
Cool.
If you disrespect it, it will hurt you. Is that a knife or a woman? Which one am I talking about?
I think you meant knives, but you can tell your son whatever you need to teach him as time goes on. But you got to respect both, or you might get hurt. I think that's fair, and you might get hurt with the knife either way. You know what I'm saying, or something hot. I'm just saying. So it's all good.
But all jokes aside, that's what I do, and then it graduates to the stove. It graduates to the oven. You just want to get them comfortable in the environment, and I can't say I reiterate enough to my kids about the stove being hot and the knife being sharp. And so I'll give them like a butter knife to learn, and I'm like, watch your fingers, until they get comfortable with that, and then we kind of move from there. So Gotcha. It's definitely baby steps.
Very good. The question we had was, is it necessary to warm the taco first? So I think maybe is that the taco shell maybe. Is it necessary to do that?
So this is the great thing about these street tacos that I buy. I mean, they're like super soft.
Cool.
Like, that's the ones that I buy. They're super soft street tacos. That's what they're designed for. Now, if you get like a corn tortilla, which is a lot stiffer, you need to warm it up, or a traditional flour one, which is a lot thinner, you definitely will need to do this. But not the brand of that I use, the street tacos. They're really pliable and soft, and right out the package, you can manipulate them.
Cool. Very good.
Yep.
All right, we have Tasha Ellis in the comments. She said she's going to put this on her future spouse's list. Must know how to cook. Ladies, that's not wrong. Why do the men only get to have this requirement? If you want a man that knows how to cook, then you look for a man that knows how to cook. And there's men out there that do know how to cook, as we see here live on Lucas Live. We have a wonderful chef here today, and he's not the only one. And he knows a lot of other great chefs who he's actually introduced me to some people through LinkedIn. Lot of male chefs out there. So shout out to all those and all those at home guys that cook. I know a lot of guys too that cook, and my wife knows too that I can grill anything on the grill. You know what I'm saying? That's mostly my spot. That's it.
Are we having the grill off? Did you just call me out?
Listen, Steve. You don't want to see me on the grill, my man. If you seen them verses on Instagram with Teddy Riley Babyface, you don't want to see me on the grill, Steve. I'm just saying. All right, you don't want to see me. As soon as Corona's over.
Let's do this.
Hey, as soon as the Corona's over, hey man, catch me like 2022, bro. When Corona's over, I'm back at it. Okay, right now I don't want to do it because there's so many people sick right now. I don't want to make them sick with my skills. That's all I'm saying. So maybe next time.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a grill master.
You're killing me.
Hey, I'm the grill master. This is what I do. It's what I do. My man Damon Thomas is here. He's a grill master for real. Shout out to Damon Thomas. He's the man on the grill. Damon, we're gonna have to do a grill off. I'm gonna need you to come up here and help me out, all right? So if I get the grill off, I'm gonna need you to come to town and help me out so I can compete. Otherwise, I might look stupid. I can't have it.
So you calling for backup, Lucas, huh?
I think it's fair, right? You're a Food Network champion. You're a culinary Olympian. I think I should have a whole team, and that would be fair. So I'm just saying, all right? So
I don't like where this is going. I feel like you're ganging up on me, Lucas.
That's the only way I can win, man. I'm sorry. You're the man. Somebody said in the comments, they said Steve is the man. Shout out to Tameka Stewart. She said Steve is the man. So, hey, so I got to call in backup. So I'm going to call in some family and friends, all right? Sorry. Got to do it. So what do you got going on there? See some stuff that I see in my kitchen sometimes. Looks like you're cutting it a little different. What are you doing to that tomato? Why? What did it do to you? What's happening?
So this is what I tell people. So when you go to the grocery store, if you're going to buy some tomatoes, buy tomatoes that still have a little bit of the vine attached to them. They still have some nutrients that's left in that vine.
Interesting. So
as your tomatoes set, you're still getting some nutrients. All right. So you got to remember that once they pull it off the vine, that's it. All right. So get you some tomatoes that are still attached to the vine because they're still going to pull some nutrients that's from it.
Okay.
All right. All right. So actually, the next thing I'm doing is I'm just making a little bit of a avocado salad just to go with our tacos.
Okay. Is this the bonus dish? Is this the bonus we get?
This is the bonus dish.
I love it.
All right. This is the bonus dish. All right. So you got the avocado. You got tomato. There was some onion I cut up, all right? And so we're going to cut up some cilantro. And it's going to remind you of a guacamole, but it's going to be more of a salad. And so once again, you just don't have to have plain traditional guacamole. Just make yourself an avocado salad. Interesting.
Recipe like this, is this something that you could share a recipe for that we might be able to send out?
Absolutely. So after the show, I'll get this all typed up, even though it was a bonus.
Love it.
We're going to put it out there.
Shout out to the Inner Circle. We're going to do that. We're going to send that out to the Inner Circle. Appreciate you guys. All right. Text Lucas Live to 31996. Become a part of Inner Circle. We're going to do more with the Inner Circle. I know I have some Inner Circle people who are like, I've been a part of the Inner Circle and I haven't seen a whole lot of text messages. Well, one, I don't want to overwhelm people with text messages. I don't want you to feel like it's one more thing that I signed up for and they text me every day. So I've been conscious of that. We all sign up for things and we're like, we regret it. Okay. So I don't want that to be the case. So I've been trying to be careful and, slow to just send out information, but we're about to pick it up a little bit because it's going to be more value. I'm getting some sponsors who want to give you guys some things. I'm getting Steve here, who's going to give us some recipes. So my biggest goal for the Inner Circle is to give you guys great value. So stay tuned.
Love it. So I'm about to finish up the salad real quick. So sea salt. All right. Fresh cracked pepper, cilantro, all right. We're going to do some extra virgin olive oil. And just kind of give this a toss. Now, you want to fold it. Don't be so aggressive.
Okay.
Don't treat your avocado like you want a domestic violence case.
Okay, right.
Don't on the avocado like that, okay?
Be very careful. Can you tip that toward the camera a little bit so we can see the gentle toss? All right. And then you just kind of.
Bottom and you fold over.
Okay, because those avocados are kind of sensitive.
Yeah, you just want because you wanted the nice chunks of avocado that kind of stand out. So that's what you want to do. And then once again, I'm gonna grab myself a taco shell. I got some soft tacos. Got a soft taco. All right, no need to heat these boys up. These street tacos. I'm gonna show you the name of these taco shells. These are the ones I use. They're Mission.
All right,
Mission tacos.
I've seen those at my local grocery store, so I know those are everywhere. Check those out. Shout out to Mission. If Mission is watching, can we get an endorsement deal or something? What's up? We're just saying. No big deal. We're just saying. So there's a couple questions real quick. So one of the questions is, how much will the meal cost to make?
So here's the deal. I typically say you should be able to feed a dinner of 4 from approximately like $16.
Okay.
All right. That's a safe number, So you should be able to feed a family of 4, start to finish, something high end with leftovers. Cool. Not just saying like that's it. With leftovers for about $4 a person on this end. Now you can kind of digress and take protein out, and then you're gonna save some money. But a family of four, $4 a person, this and leftovers.
Love it.
All right.
Love it. Shout out to John PDMC who just joined. My man John is going to be on the show coming up soon. You guys stay tuned. If you don't know John Pierre Johnson, check him out. Make sure you're following him. Great music, great artist, great local talent. Shout out to my man. Looking forward to having you here on the show as well. Thanks for jumping in. Thanks for tuning in. Please continue to like and share and comment. We appreciate everybody who's here with us. We had another question, and I think you touched on this a little bit earlier. Are you self-taught or culinary school? And maybe there was a mix, but where did you get the majority of your skill from? Just so we can follow in your footsteps, maybe.
So definitely, culinary school was a beautiful thing. I did not culinary school at all. But school is theory when it comes to culinary arts, and this is why I say it's theory. So in culinary school, you're given 3 hours to prepare a dish for your 2 instructors. Okay, the world. Let's be honest. If you're taking 3 hours to prepare a dish for 2 people, you're gonna be out of a job.
Right.
All right?
Chef Ramsay will throw you out the kitchen. I've seen it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, absolutely. And so when you get into the industry, you pick up a lot. You meet a lot of chefs, and they're going to teach you some things on how to perfect your craft and how to be better. Awesome. And so that's what I've done over the years, is just working with great chefs, being teachable. Someone has to be able to teach you. You don't know it all. At the end of the day. So you got to be pliable. And so over the years, I've just picked up a lot of different secrets and tips and reading. And, there's so much information out there on the web. So you just got to apply yourself. You got to be a student.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. So any of us could definitely improve our culinary skills, just by reading a little bit, checking out what's going on. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're not following Steve Baity on all platforms, check. He's on LinkedIn, he's on Facebook, he's on Instagram. Make sure you're following him and check him out, because he's posting great stuff. And now during the quarantine, he's gone even further to post more recipes and things, Steve. So what led to that? Why are you giving us more now in this season?
2 reasons. I believe that on one hand, and this is going to sound kind of cliche, is that if you're holding on to something so bad, like, God can't put nothing else in your hand. So you got to open up.
Love it.
And I have some great followers, that are really loyal. And I found that I wasn't teaching enough. I wasn't sharing enough. And so this season has allowed me to open up more and show that, like, this is what I do. This is my recipe. This is my method to get where I'm at. Some of these great dishes that everyone enjoys. So that's what, has really opened up this season for me to be able to do. So it's been great.
Love it. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, please follow him. I mean, you're going to benefit from following him. He's putting the recipe cards up, some great photography. Steve, I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if you got a crew over there now or what, but the quality of what you're putting out there right now is just amazing. So keep it up. Definitely appreciate it.
Definitely. So that was the show. That was the dish. That was what we're doing. Chicken, tuna tacos. I didn't get a chance to show everyone the chicken ones, but this is it. Love it. So good stuff.
Awesome. Very good. Very good. We got a few more minutes here. So tell me a little bit, yes. the chicken one, we were talking a little bit. Maybe we didn't see you. They were watching, hopefully, so they saw you making it happen. One, I noticed that when I'm cooking, I'm usually kind of concerned about, the meat back there cooking. You weren't worried. It was like you knew what was happening with it. You touch base on it. How do you do that? What kind of temperatures? What do we do to make sure we don't have our smoke detectors going off or our food undercooked or whatever it is? What is it that you're doing that gives you that calm confidence while you're cooking?
So, multitasking. So typically if you're cooking, you always want to start with your protein and your starch. Those are the 2 things that are going to take the longest. Okay. So if you start cooking those, you can kind of ignore them as long as you don't have it on a blaring heat. Okay. Because it's going to take time for that protein to cook, or those potatoes to cook, or that rice to cook, and then you come back to it. Okay. And that's all. So you can multitask. What happens is that you start something that shouldn't be started, and now you're rushing. Okay. And you just turned up, and you hope trying to cook it faster. Relax, slow down. Start off with your protein. Start off with your starch. Do vegetables last.
Love it. Love it. Love it. one of the things, and I'm putting some comments up here on the screen. Thank you guys for your comments. Sam, thank you for joining the show. Ebony Acker, thank you so much. We see you guys. Thank you for all the love. Someone said, how do I get some of those special sauces? And you shared a little bit with us earlier. I think you had the avocado oil and some of those other things. And I think on the last show you talked to us about bottling those things up in your kitchen. What is your how do you go about doing that?
So, like I said, going to specialty stores is key for me. And just once again, I think you got to look around in your grocery store. A lot of these products that I use are at your local grocery store, but we're so conditioned once again to get your vegetable oil or your canola oil and move on.
Right.
And be a little bit more adventurous and try just. But once again, this stuff is out there. Just go look. It really is.
Awesome. And then these little squeeze bottles, that's a way for you to kind of have quick access, and it's there. Is that always on your counter, or do you prep that before you're about to cook? How do you kind of have that? Because I'm usually looking for stuff, in the middle of it. And that's why stuff is burning, because I'm like, where did I put that stuff at? I don't know. The kids must have moved it or something.
So if you're an avid cooker, I'm not going to say chef, but if you're at home and you're cooking a lot, this is life. This is what a lot of people are doing. It's about ease. Like we talk about different utensils, they make life easier. Certain little gadgets like squeeze bottles make your life easy. So instead of I buy a large bottle, I break it down into something smaller, and I make sure it's accessible to me. So I don't want to get the big quart out every single time, or the gallon, the vegetable oil out, or the olive oil. So I just break them down to little bottles like this. And it's easy, once again, to get, and squeeze something out, into a bottle and keep going. That's the purpose of something like this. It's just easy.
Smart. Ease of use will help us out, which also goes back to meal prepping. For people who want to eat healthier, a lot of times it comes down to prepping foods and, making sure you have what you need, making sure you have the right ingredients. So, Steve, right now we're in a time where, you go to the grocery store and everything you wanted or everything you want isn't always there. With this coronavirus stuff going on, it's a different day and age. And I guess there's no telling whether it's going to get worse as far as the supply chain for food. So what would you recommend to somebody if they're struggling to find certain things? How do you make adjustments? What are maybe some recommended adjustments for certain proteins or fruits or vegetables? What would you recommend?
So what's going to be really hot right now is plant-based dieting. It was really hot before, but it's really going to be hot now with the shortages of beef and pork. That you're going to see the prices of beef and pork go through the roof. You're not going to believe how much it is, for certain products that you're used to purchasing, how they're just going to go through the roof. And the same with chicken. Tyson Foods, they were closing down production, at different factories. So you got to learn to enjoy plant-based protein. That hasn't gone anywhere. So whether you're doing quinoa or kumut or red berry, or whether some people are doing seitan or tofu, there's jackfruit.
I don't mess with Satan. I don't know if you just said something about Satan, but I don't mess with Seitan. But anyway, I'm sorry. You can't just throw Seitan in there real quick and be like, some people eating Seitan. I don't, not me. But anyway, okay, Seitan. Some of y'all may want some Seitan. All right, but anyway, you said, I'm sorry, continue. You said jackfruit. What else is there out there?
So, and those are like the most popular things. You can keep going, and there's some other plant-based things that are more specialty items.
Right.
But once again, like I said, jackfruit and quinoa and kumut and red berry and all those different things are really super hot and popular right now, and they're readily available. And so, if you go to to a Whole Foods or a Heinen's, or I'm trying to think of some things back in Ohio that you can go to that might have those, but they're picking up on them.
Right.
All right. And so those are great vegetable substitutes. They really are.
I love it.
Good for your system.
Thank you for calling that out, because it's important that we think about that. Shout out to everybody. There's more people who are worried about that seitan. I guess I wasn't the only one. All right, Derek, JJ Lily, appreciate that. We're not messing with the seitan. All right, I appreciate it. I was like, man, that brother just say we go throw some Satan on it. I was like, the devil is a lie. I will not have Satan on my sandwich. All right, so I appreciate that, but it's important for us to realize we're about to get tricked if we're not careful, because the price of good meats are about to go way up. And pretty soon, what always happens, especially in low-income areas, inner cities, urban areas, is you end up in this crisis where what is available are hot dogs, right? And stuff that's not good for you. And that's what we end up grabbing it, because we think we need a meat to be a protein. But you called out some things that are proteins, that are plant-based, that are healthy for us and better for us. And I appreciate the warning, because it's true that the supply chain has been interrupted, right? And foods there's going to be some increased costs coming soon, right?
So I want to elaborate on the seitan. I just grabbed my other phone to look it up to make sure I was about to spell it right.
I appreciate that.
Seitan. All right. It's a wheat-based protein. It's a great substitute for anything that you would use meat for. You can substitute this for. It's a wheat-based protein. Everybody, calm down.
All right.
It's not cheese. It's not make a fire. All right. Everyone's about to.
We'll be okay. All right. Thank you for looking that up.
People unfollowed me just now on social media. They said I'm selling Satan.
They said he's a Satan follower. Clearly, he's following Satan. All right, no, that's not true, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go back and refollow him. He clarified, so go back and refollow Steve Baity and make sure you guys stick with him. He's giving out great content, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give a round of applause in the comments. Show some love. Give some hearts. Give some laughs, give some love for Chef Steve Baity. Another wonderful episode. Steve, I can't thank you enough for your skill, your talent, your time, and your patience. Look at that. Looks like some good stuff there going on. What was that? Pineapple? Was that?
That was the pickled pineapple.
Oh, that was the pickled pineapples.
Man, I'm telling you, as soon as this broadcast go off, these tacos are done.
They're gone, right? They're gone.
Gone.
Check him out at Steve Baity. You never know. He might pop on live himself. You might check him out for an after party or some other information. He also goes live and does stuff. And he's going to be doing more of that. So you guys make sure you follow him. He's going to be coming out with something that he's going to share with us here one day soon. I know he's going to be putting some stuff out there so we all can follow along in the cooking journey. For all of you who love cooking or love good food, we want to continue to bring this kind of content here on Lucas Live. And we've had other chefs and may have other chefs in the future. But Steve, I just can't thank you enough for everything you've done for this show and for me. And people don't know all the late night talks we have about life and business and family and everything, man. Just thank you so much. Thanks for being such a great guest, and thank you for blessing us with your time and talent.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Thank you, Chief.
Appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, another episode of Lucas Live. Make sure you guys check us out tomorrow. We're going to be live with Mr. Chris Downing. Mr. Chris Downing, he is a Beachbody trainer. Great program, Shift Shop. He's going to be on with us live, sharing information about his journey and his story. You may know him. If you live near me, you may know Chris Downing. You may have heard of Chris Downing, but maybe you don't know the story behind the man. Maybe you don't know how he became a Beachbody trainer. You've heard of P90X. You've heard of Insanity. You've heard of Hip Hop Abs. He has Shift Shop, and it's a huge program for Beachbody and the Beachbody program and the trainers. And he's going to be here with us live tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Tell us the story of how he made it out to LA shooting a Beachbody on the platform and putting out content, but also the man behind the story and the things he's trying to do for communities, for families, for children. It's really exciting. So please check us out tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern, for another episode of Lucas Live. Thank you again to my friend Steve Baity. You guys, thank you so much for being here. Make sure you watch the replay on YouTube. Make sure you check it out. Make sure you share this broadcast wherever you're watching it at. Everybody.